Hey dude, how's it going? I don't know about you, but there's a huge story unfolding right now. One of the world's biggest AI companies just hit the panic button and declared a full on red code. And yeah, it's exactly as intense as it sounds. Alarms, scrambling teams, the whole thing.
As we know, OpenAI has already poured billions into building out its infrastructure and models, with the expectation to invest billions more over the next few years. And now, boom, everything's changed overnight.
So here's what went down.
In early December 2025, OpenAI's CEO Sam Altman sent a company-wide internal memo declaring a code red. That means everything that's not directly about improving ChatGPT gets paused. All focus, all energy, all resources, everything must go toward making ChatGPT faster, smarter, more reliable, and more personal than ever.
Why? Because ChatGPT just took a hit. Analytics show daily visits dropped from roughly 203 million to around 191 million. About a 6% drop in a short time. That's not small. That's a major red flag.
And this doesn't seem random. Just a few days earlier, Google launched Gemini 3, and the buzz around it exploded. Early benchmark results circulated showing Gemini 3 edging out ChatGPT in key performance tests. Users noticed, interest surged, and soon enough, real people started trying it. Inside OpenAI, this triggered not just concern, but action, and really intense action. The memo didn't just suggest working harder, it demanded it. Employees were told to drop side projects, advertising plans, AI agents for shopping or health, and even a personal assistant prototype known as Pulse got shelved. All non-critical work stopped. And it wasn't a slow down a little kind of shift. Reports say OpenAI has instituted daily development calls, encouraged temporary team transfers so engineers on paused projects would be reassigned to ChatGPT and pushed for rapid progress, like all hands on deck. Then there's the context. OpenAI isn't just any tech startup. They're operating under massive pressure, huge infrastructure costs, lofty revenue and valuation targets, and a business model that depends heavily on user growth and retention. Losing millions of daily users, even temporarily, could shake investor confidence, slow down future funding, and make everything more fragile. So now, instead of pursuing side ambitions or experiments, the entire company is now in survival, defend the core mode. This moment feels like a turning point. A few years ago, when ChatGPT first exploded, it was Google scrambling to catch up. Now the roles have reversed. OpenAI is the one scrambling, under pressure, trying to hold on. But this goes beyond internal company drama. This shapes how AI will evolve for all of us, because if any company needed a wake-up call, it was the first mover. And now with Gemini 3 in the wild, users finally have real alternatives, and that changes the entire dynamic. Let's break down what's happening under the hood. ChatGPT's downtime wasn't predicted, and when the drop hit, OpenAI responded with maximum pressure, sending a memo, halting side projects, diverting engineers, even reorganizing teams. The work hard now phase includes daily check-ins, prioritized debugging and performance improvements, and a freeze on all non-essential development until stability and competitiveness is restored. The stakes are high. Budgets, investor expectations, and long-term plans, including expansion, monetization, and new features, depend on ChatGPT staying relevant and leading. A slip now could mean missed opportunities for years. On the other side of the fence, Gemini 3's arrival is no coincidence. Its launch reportedly disrupted users' comfort zones, fresh benchmarks, new features, and real momentum. The combination of performance and timing triggered the shakeup. Inside OpenAI, the mood is reportedly tense, described by some sources as all hands on deck, everybody rerouted, zero side projects, focus or bust. It's a classic firefight mode. Some employees reportedly transferred midweek from paused projects to ChatGPT-focused squads. The whole vibe is very startup turns wartime, but for one of the biggest AI firms on Earth. What this means for users. For everyday users, this isn't just corporate drama. It's about what tools you actually use and how they perform. First, you might notice ChatGPT feeling faster, smarter, or more responsive over the next few weeks or months, because all of OpenAI's engineers are now focused on improving the core experience. That could mean better answers, fewer errors, and a more personalized experience. On the other hand, if OpenAI doesn't execute perfectly, you might see some features delayed or removed, especially the fun side projects like creative assistants, shopping helpers, or experimental tools. Basically, you get a leaner, more polished ChatGPT, but maybe fewer bells and whistles. It also opens the door for competition. Gemini 3 is attracting users with sharper reasoning, creative tools, and integrated search features. That means you now have a real choice. Do you stick with ChatGPT for conversation, coding help, and brainstorming, or do you try Gemini when you want precision, reasoning, and fast creative output? Many users will likely end up using both, picking the right AI for the right task. And here's a little bonus for users who are on the fence about ChatGPT subscriptions. OpenAI is reportedly offering 1-month free trials for users who cancel their subscription but want to keep trying the service. That means even if you stepped away, you can check in again without paying, see improvements, and decide if it's worth resubscribing. Finally, this is a wake-up call that AI tools can change fast. A model that's number one today might be overtaken tomorrow. So as a user, your loyalty is rewarded only if the tools continue improving. You might notice more frequent updates, performance tweaks, and feature rollouts, all because OpenAI is now in survival mode. In short, faster improvements, possible delays on extras, stronger competition, more choice, and even a free trial to test things out. The AI landscape is now more dynamic than ever, and the next few months could actually reshape which AI tool you rely on most. Where could all this lead? A few possible outcomes stand out. OpenAI might ride this emergency push to rebuild loyalty, optimize performance, faster responses, better personalization, maybe even new features, enough to win back or retain users. They might double down on business enterprise offerings, more stable APIs, better reliability, enterprise tools, shifting away from consumer-facing side projects. We might see a permanent split. Tools like ChatGPT for conversation and writing, and rivals, Gemini or others, for creative, reasoning-heavy multimodal tasks. A multi-AI world rather than a single champion. Or worst case, if OpenAI can't bounce back, their growth stalls. Their user base shrinks, and they lose the everyone uses ChatGPT status, which may be nearly impossible to reclaim fully. One thing's for sure, this code red isn't just a memo, it's a wake-up call. It's a turning point for AI competition. And it's proof that in this race, performance and the ability to pivot hard, fast, matters more than being first. That's where we stand now. Thanks for hanging out. Catch you next time.